Hi, my name's Christina. Today I'll show you how to replace the speakers in the Xtrail T30. I watched some videos on YouTube, so credit to them on how to do it, but I couldn't find a video on the soldering part of the speakers, so I made a video of how to do it, including the soldering and the whole process. Some of the footage has been cut because my phone ran out of storage, but I'll explain it along the way. So here we are just popping off the plastic armrest part with the electricals with this plastic spatula kind of thing. Just taking off the electricals. There's little clips, so you might need a screwdriver to help you pop them off. Next we pop off the little cover around the handle. It's a bit tricky, so you might have to fiddle around with it, but it shouldn't break. Now that that's off, we unscrew. So the front doors, they have 4 screws, and the back doors have 3 screws, so we unscrew the 4. So you put the screws aside and we unclip the whole cover just from the inside and lift up. We unplug the light, which is only at the front doors. Then there should be like a plastic sheet that covers all that. That shouldn't be in the way of the speaker. So using the spatula, we're just taking off the speaker. It's just stuck on, and we're just taking off the electrical part, which you'll probably need a screwdriver just to help it come off because it is a bit difficult. Here's just a closer angle of how I take it off and how you might need a screwdriver to help you. So as my new speakers didn't come with a mount, many of them don't, we're going to use the old speakers as a mount, back or whatever. So I'm just taking off the speaker. I'm going to use some side cutters just to take off the middle part of the speaker. And just don't break the harness, the electrical harness, the white bit, because you're going to need that. So just cutting off the sharper edges to make it smoother and filing it off with a filer so it's all smooth. So I wanted to neaten it up, just removing all the old solder and the old wire stuck in the notch. It's a bit hard, but yeah, so I just heated it up and just wiped it away with a cloth and removed the wire. So when connecting up the wires to the speakers, you're going to have to make sure that you're putting the right cords in the right hole, making sure that the positive is in the positive and the negative is in the negative. You're going to have to line it up with your old speakers and the pre-existing wires in your car. For me, with the harness facing down, the left side was negative and the right side was positive, but please check with your own car and setup. So just taking off the outside plastic on the wires, twisting it up so it's easier to move into the notch of the harness. This is the whole process from afar. We're just twisting it around the notch and the harness on there, and then soldering it on after. I've got a closer up the next clip. This is just a repeat of the process, just closer up. Again, we're just twisting the wire, twisting it around the notch, and just soldering it back on. The easiest and quickest way that I found to mount the speaker to the mount is just pre-drill some holes and then screw the screw back through that hole. Once you do one, it's easier when you do the other ones. So we are back at the car. There are a few little sticky outy bits on the speaker mount that you line up with the door holes, and then there's the holes for the bolts, screws, whatever, back into the car, and we're just going to connect the electrical bit as well. So here's just another video of me taking off the door cover. This is just the back one, so it's pretty much the same, it's just there's 3 screws instead of 4, and there's no light that you have to disconnect. So same as before, we're just lining up the little things back into the holes and the screw holes with the screw holes, and connecting the electrical just as before. To put on the door cover again, we're just going to attach the electricals, thread through the other electricals for the side piece, and then putting the door on from the top. So that's it with installing the speakers. With the last video of putting back on the door, it cut out, but pretty much all you have to do is pop it back from the top. You just hook it on from the top, and then you press all the buttons down. There's little knobs that go into the door which hold it in place, and then the 3 or 4 screws depending on which door put back in place, and connect all the electricals again, and then put the side piece on as well. Yeah, you're going to also have to make sure that you're connecting positive with positive and negative with negative when soldering. Usually the negative cord has a black stripe through it, and just when you're removing the speaker, just check which is left and, well, positive and negative, and just make sure they match up. Thank you for watching. Good luck with replacing the speakers, and yeah, I hope this video was helpful.